Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 69 of the video podcast, Me and My Dog and Some Yarn. This is round two because the first time I tried to podcast, I had a wild cat in here, and she jumped out of the window, which was a rare sighting. I should have, went on, but I had to let her out, so I decided I would just start over. Welcome to the podcast. This is episode 69, and it is March 14th. It's a Monday, and my brain is really not here, so I will apologize up front right now. I am tired, but I wanted to go ahead and do a podcast because I miss seeing you guys and hearing from y'all, and I thought I need to get a podcast up. So, here I am. Um, so I've been busy. So if you haven't noticed, I've been gone for 2 weeks, and that is because, as I told you last time I filmed, I've been involved in the St. Joseph altar at church, and our spaghetti dinner was yesterday. So that is all over, and it was so much fun. I was on the cookie committee, so I baked cookies with the ladies, and then I baked some more by myself here, and then I donated 3 items for the bake sale, and I made a coffee cake, which is one of my favorite cakes to make. And then I made a ricotta cake, which is also very good, but I haven't made that one in years. And then I made some blondies with the little tiny M&Ms on top. And then I cut those up and we sold them individually. And we sold over 440 tickets. And we had two kinds of pasta. We had the spaghetti with marinara, and we had the spaghetti with pasta consarde, which is a Sicilian tradition. It is a like a tomato-based sauce, but it has sardines in it. It was very good. And then we had people could choose either Parmesan cheese for the topping or Medina, which is toasted breadcrumbs. And then it came with salad, Italian green beans, a dessert, and a roll, which should have been garlic bread, but it came with a roll. And anyways, that was $6 a person, and all the proceeds went to, or they're going to Cypress Assistant Ministries, which is a food pantry in my neighborhood. So that was fun. I worked mostly, I was all over the place, but mostly I was up at the front taking the orders. Um, so that was a lot of fun. We had donations, we had big baskets, and inside the baskets were different things like gift cards for restaurants with a bottle of wine, just all kinds of things that people in the parish donated to give. So that was neat. The altar was beautiful. I didn't have anything to do with the altar, but the lady who did that in her committee, they did a fantastic job. And then we had the little saints sitting outside, on the in the front front of the altar, and that lady did a fantastic job also. So it was a lot of fun, and I'll probably do it again next year if time lets me. So, anyways, because of that, I haven't had a lot of knitting time, but I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and I have two announcements. One is new members, and then one is about the knit along, and then I'll jump into the knitting. Okay, so first I want to announce we have two new members, and I want to welcome them to the group. First is True Canuck Girl, and that is Sarah. And Sarah has the Canadian Knitter podcast. So if you haven't seen that, go check out her podcast. I watch it on YouTube, but she might be on some other format, maybe iTunes. I'm not really sure, but definitely go check out Sarah if you have not seen her before. So, welcome, Sarah, to the group. I'm glad to have you, and I'm enjoying the winter knit along, by the way. So, we also have another member, and her username is Golf Boys Mom, and she's from Connecticut. And I hope I don't mess up your name. But it's spelt Lorien, and I think that's Laureen, and I might be wrong, but my sister's name is Lori, and she spells it Lori. So I'm thinking Laureen. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I want to welcome you and Sarah to the group. So I appreciate you guys joining and watching, and I hope I get to see you around the group. Okay, so we have a knit along going on. Now we've already got several people who have finished their scarf and have posted pictures, and they are fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me in this cause. What we're doing is we're knitting scarves for to donate to the veterans, and the group that's actually doing it, or the organization, they've it's called Knit Your Bits, and so I just decided, since I'm gonna knit one and take it with me, you guys might want to join along, and I will give prizes out, and we'll make it a knit along, crochet along, or weave along, I guess. Any of those three are okay. If you want details, you still have 1 week to get it to me, or 1 week to knit it, and then you have another week to get it to me. So go check that out in the thread. All the details are there, and if you have any questions, you can message me, and I will be happy to help you. So what else? I have no finished objects, but I do want to show you my loop shawl that I showed you last podcast, except it wasn't blocked at the time. And now it's blocked. It is so much prettier, as it always is when it's blocked. And here it is. I hope you guys can see that. I can't really see the screen. I knitted it as per pattern, except as you guys know, I did not carry up the yarn on the side. I didn't want the colored yarn to be carried up the spine of one side and not the other. I thought that was strange, so I took the extra time to clip my yarn and to weave it in, and I think it's beautiful. I also changed up the bottom, and you can read all about that in my project notes. I always make sure my projects on Ravelry are up to date, so if you want any information, you can go there, and if you have a specific question, of course you can email me. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Let me, oops, take a drink. All right. Okay, so I have 2 projects to show you. The first one is the Atalanta Sideways Shawl. I can't remember the designer, but I'm using Anzula in the Nebula base, and it's just a bone color yarn, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's got stellina in it, and it's just beautiful. I absolutely love it, and I love this pattern. It's fun. What you do is you weigh your yarn. It's kind of like the weigh it shawl, sort of, in that you weigh your yarn, and then right before you get to halfway, then you start your decreases. And I'm still, of course, on the increase, and when you saw this last, I was right here. So I have made quite a bit of progress in the 2 weeks that I've been missing in action. This is going to be the top, and then this down here is the bottom, and it's going to be gorgeous once it's blocked. It's really, really pretty, and I love the drape that it's creating. It's really nice, and I cannot wait to finish that. And then I've started on one more shawl, and I do not think I showed you this. I think I started this after I podcasted last. I might be wrong. But it is the Knit Me Shawl by Louise Zasbacum. And it is knit out of Undead yarn in the Twilight base, and the colorway is called Medicated Pennywise. And it's really, really pretty. I absolutely love this color. I saw this yarn at Stitches. Uh, Heidi was at Stitches, and when I saw it, I just knew I had to have it. And I didn't know exactly what I was going to make with it when I bought it, but I knew it would probably be a shawl. And I found this pattern, and it just seemed like the pattern and the yarn went well together. So this also has a little bit of stellino, which I don't think you can really tell from the picture on the screen, but it's just beautiful. And I went and bought beads, and I was upset because my favorite bead store out in my area has closed down until she can find a new location. And so I had to go. I didn't want to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby because I don't know. I just wanted some special beads for some special yarn and a special shawl. So I went to another bead store that's not too far from me, and I did not like it at all, but I picked something out, and I'm not really sure if you can see the beads or not. I guess not. You're not going to be able to see. They are like a bone color bead, and they have a gold center. And I thought this would be really pretty with the shawl, but the gold center doesn't really show up all that much. And when I went into this bead store, they didn't have near as much to pick from as the bead store that I love. The bead store that I love is called CJ Beads. And if you're out in the Katy, Cypress area, you need to look for this lady to open up her shop again. She has it online, but it's so much fun to be there in person and to look, and she's very helpful. She even sells a little bit of yarn in there. She sells all kinds of things to make necklaces, and the what are they called? Like the clasp and the things like that. Are they called findings? I think so. Anyway, she is extremely helpful, but this other lady, I won't say the name of the bead store, but I walked in there and she said, "Can I help you?" She was kind of rude, and I said, "Oh, I'm just here to pick up some beads for a shawl." And she said, "Oh, well, I don't want to rush you or anything, but I'm closing in 15 minutes." I said, "Okay, well, I won't take very long, and I got my beads and got out of there, so I will not go back to that store. I guess I'll just buy my beads online from the very nice lady at CJ Beads until she has a storefront." But anyways, this shawl is turning out very pretty. You just add beads on each side, and I won't give you any more details than that because it is a paid for pattern. Um, so you could go check out my project page if you need some more information. And I don't have a vintage book to show you today. I do have a few things that I purchased, and I will go ahead and show you that. First, I ordered some Zing needles, and I ordered them from an online store, and I can't remember the name of the online store. But these are the Zing aluminum double pointed needles, and I bought the 2.5 and the 3.0, and I've heard a lot of wonderful things about these, so I thought I would give them a try. So those are Knit Pro Zings. And then this is all Amelia's fault. Amelia, this is your fault. Amelia posted a picture on Instagram of some socks she was knitting from a sock blank, and I just had to get it because I fell in love with it. I haven't even opened it up because I wanted you guys to see it before I started it. The lady's name who has the shop is Gail. I think it's Gail's Art, and she can be found on eBay. I'm sorry, eBay. On Etsy. Sorry about that. And And yeah, Gail's Art. You need to go check this lady's shop out. I bought my first sock blank ever, and I absolutely love this. I'm just now pulling it out. This is so cute. Is this not the cutest thing you ever saw? Look at the bunnies. It's all Amelia's fault. She just had to post this on Instagram. But I'm very, very glad she did. This is just so cute. The bunnies go both ways. I can't wait to see how this works. I've seen people knit from them before, and I've always wanted to purchase one, but I've never really been anywhere that had any that I really fell in love with and just absolutely had to have. But when I saw this one, I just knew I had to have it. And of course, I had to make a bag to match, right? Which leads me into the next section is just some of my bags from my shop. So if you don't want to see anything about my shop, then I will see you next time. And if you do, stick around for just a minute and I'll show you what's coming up into the shop and more fabric that I bought. And I did get my machine back, so I know there's a few of you out there that need a special order, and so I'm going to be working on that this week, and shouldn't take me very long. And don't worry about me rushing because I'm just excited to get back on my machine. I'm not rushing. I can't wait to sew. So first, I bought 2 more pieces of fabric, and it's actually for one bag. And I'm in love with all the Paris fabric that I've seen lately, and I just absolutely love this. So that will be coming into the shop pretty soon. But I do have some Easter bags. I do have Easter bags, and I'm upset because Joann's, I have been to 3 Joann's because I need ribbon, and I can't seem to find ribbon anywhere. The first bag is this one, and it will have a snap. I haven't put the snap on yet, and I obviously haven't put the ribbon in because I can't find it. I'm looking for the white grosgrain ribbon, and evidently Joann's has a sale on it right now, which I guess is why they're out of it. The lady, when I went today, told me that the truck came in Wednesday, and it should be out Wednesday night or Thursday. So I'm going to go back Thursday and hope that they have more white grosgrain ribbon for my pull strings, my drawstrings. So this is one. The other one is like it, except it has a different handle. The handle on this one is going to be pink, but the same cute fabric. And they remind me of vintage bunnies. And the eggs, like this pink one, that reminds me of those sugar eggs that they used to have that you could look inside and see a bunny or a chicken or whatever it was. I thought those were so cute. I saw those at Cost Plus and I was very tempted to buy one because they're so darn cute. But here is another bag. And this one, the color's not coming out true. It's definitely a lilac purple. And it's got the matching handle with snap. And I wanted to put white on both of those. I bought some pink for the pink and it didn't look right. So I'm going to wait on the white because I think white would be best. So I guess that's it. I will have the bags as soon as I can get the ribbon and get those in the bags, then I will take pictures and post them. So I'm thinking if Joann's has the ribbons on Thursday, then I will post them on Friday. So if you're interested in that, take a look. I will get those out to you as soon as possible because we've only got 2 weeks before Easter. And I know you guys probably, if you want to order those, you want to enjoy them, you know, before Christmas. I mean, before Christmas, before Easter. Okay. So I guess that's it. My phone's ringing, so I gotta go find out who is trying to get a hold of me. And I guess I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.